1998. To quote the Jersey Boys, it was a season of firsts. And for me, most importantly, first time away from home. I remember my parents dropping me off. My dad pulled into his pocket, gave me a $50 bill. Mom left me with a case of homemade tomato sauce and a big jar of olives, because we're Italian and that's what we do. They left, and I was off to experience freshman orientation. Now, the best part about being a freshman in Canada, you're legal drinking age. And that means the university proudly sponsors you to party at fine establishments like RJ's Boom Boom Saloon. And I did lots of networking there. And that's where I found out what this thing called a fraternity was. People said, hey, you should rush a frat, it'll enhance your college experience. I said, yeah, why not? I'll check it out. So I went to my first rush party. And I gotta say, it was awesome. I mean, kegs of beer, hot dogs on the grill, cute chicks. You had a DJ spinning some tunes. We were fist pumping. I thought, Greek life is incredible. I was so excited, I ran back to the 16th floor of Thompson Hall, and I just proceeded to puke my entire experience all over my roommate, Ed. Sorry, bud. But I didn't join that fraternity. A few days later, I met the men of Delta Tau Delta. And they taught me that they did lots of cool things, and one of them was lead a life of excellence. And I thought, what the hell does that mean? A life of excellence. It's kind of vague. And it bothered me, and even after I became a full member of the fraternity, and finally an alumni and I were having a conversation, and he said, you're too young to get it. But if you put into this fraternity, at some point, it's going to come clear. And I can't tell you when it's going to happen, but if you put in the effort, it will. I accepted that. And for me, that thing happened in my sophomore year. I applied to the Leadership Academy. It was going to be in Miami. I thought Miami, Florida. Turned out to be Miami of Ohio. But that was cool. I still got to meet Delt brothers from all over. One of those days, they took us to a challenge course. And I remember one of the activities very clearly. They had all of us on this big wooden platform. And there was another wooden platform like 5 feet in front of us. And the only way to go from point A to point B was swing on this big rope in the middle. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a pretty athletic guy. I love sports. I don't like ropes. We have a bad history together. And I try to avoid the activity as much as possible. And when my turn came up, I played the disability card and I said, sorry guys, half as many fingers as you, don't do well on this. I'll do the balance beam. And my brothers wouldn't accept it. They said, we're going to find a way for you to swing on that rope. And they did. Eventually we took a large branch on the ground, they tied it to the bottom of that rope, and they said, Artale, sit on that thing, swing across so we can finish this activity and go on to the next thing. And that's what I did. And for the first time in my life, I had the sensation at 20 years old of swinging on a rope. And such a minor accomplishment completely changed how I thought about what overcoming adversity is. And that's when I got what this life of excellence thing is about. That's when I got what fraternal values are about. Because you see, to live a life of excellence, you have to demand a life of excellence. And as Greek-led organizations, we demand that our members improve on their weaknesses. And by doing that, we don't just make them better members, but we make it a better organization. And the beauty of it all is, you don't have to do it alone. Actually, you're not supposed to do it alone. You're supposed to depend on the fraternity or the sorority to improve you, make you stronger. Most of you in this room have never heard of a fraternity called Kappa Phi. They're a local group based out of Fremont, Nebraska. Every year, they have one main philanthropy, Leonard. Leonard's an alumni who got MS shortly after he graduated. Every year, the Brothers of Kappa Phi fundraise for his medical and his living expenses. They eat with him, take him on his errands. They do whatever they can to improve the quality of his life. For an organization, that's what leading a life of excellence means. And for Leonard, proof that with the help of your brothers, you can improve the quality of your life. Folks, we all have that challenge course in our lives. Sometimes we're that chubby Italian kid who doesn't think he can swing on a rope. Sometimes we're the people on the outside wondering, how do we handle this? My question to you is, are you going to let them play the disability card, or any card for that matter? Or are you going to demand that they get better? And by demanding that they get better, you're making a commitment to be part of that improvement process. That's what my brothers did to me at Miami of Ohio, and it made all the difference. That lesson transcended my fraternal experience into my college football playing and coaching career, and even into my career as a student affairs professional today. I have always been a believer that faith, hard work, determination, those will get you anything you need in life. But that day on the challenge course, I learned that as Greeks, we have a fourth factor, the brother factor. And that brother or sister factor empowers us to overcome things that we previously thought were impossible. Thank you very much.